Hi, this is Trivial Punk,
And this is Boris the Illithid.
and we're playing Titanfall. So Boris is just about to go through training, so you can see what that's like, because he's never played the game before. He's watched like a 10-minute video of it, so let's get his reaction to it.
Yeah, this will be my first experience. Let's do full training. That seems like a good idea.
Yeah, it's good to know both Pilot and Titan alike.
Yeah, those both seem like kind of big parts of the game.
Yeah, well, the Titans are a pretty big part of the game.
Literally.
I was trying to figure out why it felt sort of like I know a lot of games where you get into vehicles, but they don't really feel big. You know what I mean? Like okay, I'm in a tank in Halo. I don't really feel like I'm driving like a tank, but the Titans feel massive, and I was trying to figure out why. And I think part of it is because they sort of echo the pilots mimetically. Like they're basically like the same controls and everything, just huge. Stop training the simulator.
Welcome to the Hammond Pilot Certification Simulator. Warning, unregistered user detected.
A lot of the animations they do are really nice too.
Pod is authorized.
Nice little worldly
Welcome,
touches.
pilot.
Yeah, they really put a lot of
Calibrate
thought
the
into some
AR
of these things.
display. Please look at each of the red lights. Would you like to reverse the vertical look input?
Oh, hell no.
Visual calibration complete. Simulator initializing.
Some people need inverted, I just can't handle it. It's
feels-
too much.
It feels like since Halo, they have been using that opening for a long time.
I noticed that, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it like
You are
predates
free
Halo
to
at all.
move
but-
around the simulation. Please walk
Hello,
through
Portal.
the tunnel in front of you.
Aperture, no.
I knew it. Hammond is just a front for Aperture. That it also could be
Sprint through the tunnel.
oh, what's the game I'm thinking of where the rules don't make sense?
Were you thinking of the game we tried to play the other day?
Jump
Yeah,
over
yeah.
the obstacle. For greater distance, jump while sprinting.
How am I blanking on this name?
Antechamber?
Antichamber, that's the one. Yeah, it kind of
Toward the
looks a
edge
little
of the
bit like
surface
Antichamber
to pull
too.
yourself up.
Yeah, a bit.
The visual
It's a bit
design is
smoother.
yeah.
A bit higher res.
The visual design is really smooth. I like that.
As a pilot, your most
It
important
looks like somebody
piece
was
of
just
gear
in
is your
here
jump
shining
kit,
it.
which allows you to run on
Or just
walls.
no one was ever in here because it was just prefabbed.
Wall run across the gap to proceed.
Whee!
Alright, fair enough. It's like someone put Mirror's Edge in my everything else.
Wall runs
Yeah.
can be chained together.
Well,
to
like, remember
travel
before
farther.
when we were talking
Try
about Tomb
jumping
Raider
from one
and how,
wall
like,
run
people
directly
take different
into
elements of
another.
games and then, like, add them and improve on them? I think Titanfall is a perfect example because it's like it's taking elements from a lot of games
Well
but
done.
putting them together and improving them a way that the other games haven't before.
That's fair. It always seemed like the logical. This is actually. I'm gonna just pretend that this is the canonical sequel to Mirror's
Use
Edge.
sprinting,
Yeah, see that,
jumping,
man?
and wall running
'Cause at the
to
end,
make your way to the
Spoilers for people who haven't played Mirror's Edge, but at some point the military or like the police force starts training free runners to like chase you down. And I'm just gonna assume that this is what happened
Eventually
after that.
became yeah. You know you can double jump too, right?
Completion requirements
Oh.
met.
Can I?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Oh, I guess you can't double jump. Yeah, that's weird. It's
Yeah.
always strange playing the training again.
Yeah, because you unlock things slowly, and
yeah,
there you go.
double jump.
Perfect timing.
I guess they don't want to give you too much
Extend
freedom
your natural jumping
right away
ability.
until you're like, oh,
You
I
can
get it now.
jump once more
Yeah.
after leaving the ground to cover even more distance.
You know, the only
Wait
I
longer
wish
before
I
starting
wish
the second
360
jump.
controllers and PS3
Double
controllers
jump
and like
mantle into the hole
this
above
game
to
controllers right
proceed.
now had 2 extra buttons because pushing in on the thumbsticks is honestly just a really like if I put up the other Let's Plays, you'll probably see me kicking like every couple minutes. Half of that is because I think it's a good idea to always like kick someone who comes around a corner because it's hard to friend or foe right away sometimes. But at the same time, and also because like just clicking down on any of the sticks does stuff. Clicking down on left stick is sprint, clicking down on right stick is knife, just like in Call of Duty. But
Yeah, there it is.
yeah, but it can be kind of a pain sometimes.
Excellent navigational skills, pilot.
I got very lost. Don't patronize me, computer.
Cloaking, making yourself nearly invisible,
The computer's
is
kind of an
essential
ass.
to pilot survival.
Bye.
Well done.
Those are all grunts anyway, so it's not like they could
Cloaking
actually
does
kill
not
you.
last forever. Look at your cloak meter on the bottom left of your screen to monitor your remaining cloak time.
basic combat.
They're like,
In
oh yeah, we
close
gave you a
quarter
gun.
situations, you can kill silently with a melee attack. Get close to the target to melee. If you melee an opponent from behind, you will perform an execution. Meleeing an enemy from the front can be faster, but carries more risk of death.
I hate to say it, but I've been killed by grunts several times.
The weapon is empty. Load a fresh magazine.
Just like trying to melee
This
them,
is the smart
they'll just
pistol,
kick me on the way.
An auto-targeting
Happens.
weapon. Get close enough to a valid target, and the smart pistol will start locking on. Wait for a full lock before pulling the trigger. Use your smart pistol to neutralize the target.
It's done.
Target eliminated.
Grunts only
The
get one
smart
lock on,
pistol
pilots
can
get 3.
lock on to more than
Gotcha.
one target.
Excuse me.
Eliminate all of the targets with your smart pistol. Targets neutralized.
It's
Fair
really
enough.
it's a really
Some
useful gun for
enemies,
new players.
especially pilots, require multiple locks to kill with one trigger pull. Kill the pilot with your smart pistol. Target down.
Gotcha. So that's the balance then between this and other guns.
Yeah, it's for people who have never that don't play first person shooters or anything.
That's fair. That makes it
Switch to
accessible.
your
I like that
rifle.
idea.
Yeah, I mean most games have that. Like there's the noob tube for
To take
Call
a
of
more
Duty, and there's
calculated
the
shot, you can
smart
aim
pistol for
down the
Titanfall.
sights of your weapon.
and there's a lot of other
Destroy all the
militaristic shooters I
targets
don't
in the
play.
shooting range. Targets neutralized.
It's gonna be weird going back to playing like Extinction and Call of Duty after playing Titanfall though.
They'd be like, where's my giant robot?
Yeah, where's my
Throw
free
a
running?
grenade into each of the windows.
This guy's very demanding.
Yep.
Blow up all my things.
Well, I mean, just think of how many pilots this guy this
Well
robot
done.
voice has to train in a day.
That's fair. There's not a whole lot of arc on the grenades. That's unusual.
No. It makes it easier to like target
Combat
things.
scenario
Yeah.
initialized.
It's
Destroy
weird. It's
all
almost like it's aiming a
opposition
bit
in the
for me,
area.
so I'm like overcompensating.
Yeah, I found that too because I'm used
sure I'll
to
get used to it,
Yeah,
yeah.
Is
I'm used to the
located
different
in
arc.
the
I'm still
upper
not
left
used to the
corner
grenade
of
arcs
your
yet.
AR display. Look for the small dots on your mini-map to find all the enemy troops.
I heard a lot of people complaining about the grunts in this game, but I think honestly they're the best. They're like another one of those aspects that they added to the game that just improves it.
I agree. It's a pretty good feature.
Yeah, because like
Gives new players something to do.
that, and like it's like an objective for some maps, and also it because these maps are huge enough that you could have giant robots on them. Like you get a fog of war problem, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, the grunts, what they do is they act as sort of like minions in LoL or like any other thing and sort of clear the fog of war. And kind of like
Combat
you'll hear
scenario initialized.
like
Hostile
people firing and
Titanfall
you'll run
imminent.
towards it or something. You know,
Titans
because
will not
you
take
hear gunfire
substantial
and you get
damage
attracted
from
to it.
small arms
And
fire.
so grunts just fighting each
Switch
other
to
will
your
encourage you
anti-Titan weapon.
to like go out and find more pilots. They really keep the flow of combat up.
Destroy the Titan with your anti-Titan weapon.
It's a very nice Titan and doesn't do much to hurt you.
I was gonna say, I somehow suspect that that would not have flown if I was playing a.
No, you would have just got stepped on. Yeah, well, you can aim for the red parts, obviously, because this is a game. And it does more damage.
That seems like it might be a video.
Strike its glowing weak point! You can also jump on it.
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Unless it's supposed to be a button press accompanying that.
I don't think so. I mean, you might not have got enough height, or maybe they just haven't told you how to do it. Either way, he's blown up now.
Good job.
Perfect.
Taking on a Titan is very dangerous, even with the right weaponry.
Oh no, your legs.
Pilots earn credit towards their next Titan drop by engaging in combat.
Yay.
Once your Titan is built,
Hey, there's a gun to your left. See if you can
drop
use it.
your Titan onto the battlefield. To continue, please initiate Titanfall.
It reminds me of, was it
Look to
Robot
the sky
Wars
to
or
watch your Titan
Robot
fall
Jocks?
into
It was like
battle.
this old 80s movie about giant robot fights.
Get
And I remember
close
right
to
at the
your
end of the
Titan,
movie,
Commander.
the guy beat the other robot by hardwiring
Titans
one
are
of his
designed to
arms
be a
that had
natural
flown off,
extension of the
so that
pilot.
it would like fire off a robot
Firing your
punch.
Titan's primary weapon is
I was
as
like-
easy as firing a pilot weapon.
It'd be kind of
Kill
neat
the hostiles arriving in drop pods.
to be able to fire off Titan weapons when they're on the ground, just like wire them to blow or something.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have any functional use, but you can also just step on them.
Perfect. You sure can.
You sure can. And if a pilot's like dashing around, like trying to like jump up on you, you can dash into them and it will just automatically kill you.
Perfect.
You are a Titan after all.
Indeed.
They don't use the name lightly, which I like.
Well, I can see the appeal of this game.
Yep.
Excellent. Combat scenario complete.
Puts an awful lot of power in your hands.
It does.
Very satisfying.
And this is just the start of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, the ninja dashing is my favorite part.
Titans can dash laterally to perform fast directional changes.
Oh,
I
look.
know, I was doing that.
They built a
Please
chamber.
dash in any direction you like.
A trading chamber big enough for your Titan.
The dash meter is located beneath the crosshair on the
Very
Titan
convenient.
cockpit display. Each blue box represents one
This
dash.
one doesn't look as shiny. Maybe
Dash
they did
energy
have someone
refills
shining
over
that
time.
floor.
So watch the dash meter to know when you can dash again. Dash to your right.
I like how they have the little like things up
Please
there just
proceed
in
to the
case.
Exit.
Mm-hmm.
Titans frequently dash to avoid threats in combat. Move down the hallway while avoiding the rockets.
So you're gonna dash left or right. Dash left. See, that's what I did too the first time was I tried to dash forward to get through the hallway to the next point. And then I didn't have to dash to get into the things, and so I got rocketed in the face.
I believe it.
The Vortex Shield. This is one of the cooler additions to the game.
Mm.
To defend against ranged threats, Titans can be equipped with the Vortex Shield. This weapon absorbs incoming ballistics for a limited time, then refires them.
Oh, that's fun.
Hold it.
I will.
Oh, okay. I thought they were supposed to start attacking you.
Well played.
Nah, he's 7.
Excellent.
I heard there's supposed to be achievements for killing the the civilian robots.
Skilled
But
pilots
that feels
often
weird.
disembark
Yeah, I
from
know,
their
right?
Titans on the battlefield. To continue, disembark from your Titan.
Alright.
Well, I guess they're not
Control
technically
room.
civilian
Open the
robots
gate
because
for
they're
your
helping
Titan.
at like a military compound.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The-
Seems like a pretty sweet knife.
Pilots can
Yep.
control their Titans.
Snake should be
AI when
ashamed.
they're on
You can
foot.
also use it to hack
The AI can be toggled
sentries
to follow
and
you
towers and stuff.
or guard its
And the
current
robotic
location.
troops, you can
The
hack
lower
them
right
as well.
corner of your pilot HUD displays your Titan's current AI mode. Put your Titan into follow mode, and it will follow you through the gate. When your Titan is in follow mode, it will try to stay close to your position. Get close to your Titan and re-embark.
Fair enough.
To continue, pilot your Titan to the
What
exit.
a friendly robot picking me up and putting me inside
I
of
know.
it.
I like the AI. It's
That's
like,
a really good touch, actually.
yeah, you start to sort of like your Titan,
Mm.
especially since you get to customize it in meaningful ways.
Titans
Like,
also carry
the first
offhand
time I looked
weapons
at it,
into combat.
I was like,
These
oh
weapons
man,
can be fired at times when primary
like-
weapons are unavailable, which enhances your Titan's combat effectiveness. Your Titan has been equipped with the rocket salvo. Try firing your rocket salvo now.
when I
Be
first
sure
played
to
it,
deploy offhand weapons
I was
to
a
maximize
little
your
upset
firepower in
because
combat.
I was like, oh, there's only like 5 different options, but the options are
Prepare
different
for your
enough
final
that your
combat
choices are
test.
meaningful.
Try
Fair
to
enough.
use all of the skills you have learned. Enemy Titan shields temporarily disabled.
And I'm pretty sure they'll keep adding things because they've been like doing updates and stuff.
That's good.
Yeah, I bought the. I haven't bought a. I've only ever bought like 2 season passes. One of them was to Titanfall. The other one was to Bioshock Infinite.
Fair enough.
'Cause, I mean, if you think about it, like the amount of thought that it took to make this
Prepare for the
game
next wave.
decent was quite a bit. So
Yeah.
I figure like they'll put a lot of work into the maps they release as well.
Next wave
Hopefully.
incoming.
I mean,
Be
these
advised,
maps benefit from a
enemy
huge amount of
Titans may
foresight
now
and
appear
like,
Yeah.
planning
with
because
advanced weapons.
there's so much going on and they're so large.
Yeah, and they kind of have to because I mean, like the only way that the humans can fight the Titans is using the map as to
Yeah.
their advantage, right? No human player would ever. Well, I guess no new human players do that occasionally. Huh? Nice. Vortex shield is something I have to get better with because I always use the smoke screen.
Fair enough.
I like things that let me change how the battlefield looks.
Yeah. I like things that turn my enemy's weapon into my weapon.
Yeah, see, that's nice. That actually kind of pretty well sums up our gameplay styles.
Yeah.
Magic the Gathering, Titanfall, almost every game.
Fair enough, yeah.
Wave survived.
I'm a bit of a...
Prepare for the next wave.
prefer control over random.
Yeah.
Although there are times where just destabilizing everything
Next
until no
wave
one knows what's
incoming.
going on is the best strategy.
See, I like doing that too.
Use caution.
So there are definitely like overlaps. I think like general strategy though. See, this is one of the reasons I like the machine gun and like the cannon, because like I've used the other guns, but it's so nice to be able to hold a beat on something from a distance.
Deflects incoming damage. Your shield bar wraps above the health bar at the top center of your HUD. If you avoid taking damage for a short time, your shields will recharge. The best pilots will monitor their Titan's shields in combat,
Aw.
taking breaks
Bye,
to
Titan.
recharge as necessary.
I think I was supposed to let stuff happen there, but I'm okay with it.
I think that was to show you your shield recharging. Honestly.
Yeah, but they took away all my bullets and stuff, so I think I wasn't supposed to kill that
Your
guy.
Titan's
Oh,
health
okay.
They
bar
didn't take away
status
my
is
melee.
located at the top center of your HUD. Notice that when your health bar goes down, it will not replenish. Once your health bar is depleted, your Titan is doomed to die shortly.
Oh, poor stupid Titan. You should try some, as long as you're fighting the normal Titans, you should see if you can get out and fight him with your pilot. Because I think you've pretty much got the basics, you're not going to really learn anything from fighting the training Titans.
That's fair. It will not let me leave.
Well, just fight until you die then.
Wave survived.
Fair enough.
Prepare for the next wave.
Does this just go until I drop?
Pretty much.
Alright.
Survive the enemy Titan onslaught
Next
as long as
wave
you can.
incoming.
Fair
Enemy
enough.
Titans will now be
Is there a reason that I should do this, or?
Not really. This is just practice for people who need to learn how to drive the robots and stuff. I feel like you need more practice driving them because the people you're going to be playing against have been driving them for hours.
Fair enough.
Your Titan is critically damaged.
Oh, there I go.
Combat veterans refer to this
Eject.
as doomed state.
Oh, I
Your
have to
Titan
smash the
will
X button.
inevitably self-destruct
I
once it
got
is
it.
doomed.
You don't have the auto eject
You can
upgrade.
use the higher vantage point to plan your next move.
Jump on him!
Excellent. Your pilot combat certification is
Oh,
complete.
I guess you can't yet. That's weird. I don't remember when they teach you how to rodeo.
Probably soon. Hopefully
No,
soon.
because that's the end of the...
Oh,
For
maybe
your
they just don't
safety,
teach you.
Please stay in the training pod to
Maybe.
regain your
Alright, so that's the end of training. Boris is going to go and play some games, and I'm going to play some games, and then it'll be actual Titanfall combat.
Hooray!
And thank you for watching the training. And we were on a ship the whole time.
Surprise!
twist!
10 minutes to collect your gear and get off my boat.
Those sneaky
Welcome
jerks.
to the
I know, right?
frontier.
But at least they had the kindness to give me beer in my room.
See, that was another nice touch. I like that. Alright, this is Trivial Punk,
This is Boris the Illithid.
and we'll